Okay, today I'm going to teach you how to do a pelvic curl. I'm going to help you understand the feelings that you should feel as well as the movement that you should be experiencing while performing one to ensure that you can get the correct core and glute activation through the motion. So let's start on our backs. Okay, so the position that I want you to get into is one on your back. You're drawing your scaps down your back. Your hands are in a comfortable position with palms facing the floor next to your sides. Your feet are a foot and a half away from your glutes, and the distance between your feet and your knees are a fist width apart. If you can recall from the previous videos, I taught you the importance of making sure that that triangle, which is built up between your two hips as well as your pubic bone, that bone that sits in the front of your pelvis, that triangle that is created between those three bones, you want to have it nicely horizontal to the ground. Okay, from here, we're going to suck in that pelvic floor. We're going to activate that core, lengthening that spine, drawing that belly towards the spine. So we want to suck that belly to spine, but I want you to keep that activation as well. We're going to breathe in, lowering that diaphragm, and exhale while maintaining that activation. Before we begin, I want you to do a few pelvic rocks just to get an understanding of the movement of that pelvis and the relationship that it has with your spine. So we're going to start from neutral. Now envision that triangle on your pelvis. You're going to activate the core. While keeping that activation, I want you to try and bring that triangle to point towards the floor. You're going to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, you're slowly going to bring that pelvis to point towards the ceiling. Look at my triangle as I move towards the floor and then towards the ceiling. So you have to make sure I'm not there to help you, so you've got to be accountable to yourself that you're feeling that pelvic floor, you're feeling that activation, you're feeling that core. Do the work to rock that pelvis forward and back. Let's do 3 more. That's 1, keeping that core nice and tight. And slowly back. You can see we're not bracing, we're lengthening, and it's a graceful, fluid, smooth move. We're going to tack that pelvis up towards the ceiling, so that triangle's pointing up now. And now we're slowly going to, 1 vertebra at a time, lifting up, using that core to control that pelvis up towards the ceiling. Up, 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 1 at a time. In this position, we're going to dig our heels into the ground and envision them coming towards your glutes. You should feel a nice hamstring activation with that movement, or that imaginary movement. Then you're going to squeeze those glute muscles to imagine your glutes opening your hips nicely. So you're not lifting higher to get more of an activation. You're squeezing to imagine those hips opening towards the ceiling above you. You're going to breathe in. Also making sure that your knees aren't falling out. So you're using your hip adductors to stabilize and keep your knees a nice distance, a fist width apart from each other. And you're going to inhale, using that core. Remember, just because our glutes are working and our hamstrings are working, it doesn't mean that our core is now sleeping. We're keeping that core, sucking in towards the spine. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, performing the movement in reverse. So, dropping from the top part of our back, 1 vertebra at a time. As you can see, my triangle is still pointing towards the ceiling, so that core and those glutes are still working. 1 vertebra at a time, making sure you're sucking in that pelvic floor, and slowly back to neutral. We're going to do that one more time just to practice and make sure that you have it correct. Deep breath in, slowly rolling that pelvis up, sucking in that tummy towards the spine, lifting up, one vertebra at a time off the ground. And deep breath in, and slowly rolling down. Very slow and controlled movement. If you're doing it slowly, you can focus on that activation. As I said, this is a very nice exercise to give yourself a better understanding of the relationship that your pelvis has with your spine. It's a very nice exercise also to allow the activation in your front region as well as your back region. So please perform this exercise properly. Make sure that you are. If not, you may injure yourself. So be very slow and controlled with your movement. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button. And if you have any questions, don't be scared to ask in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer them. And we look forward to helping you with another exercise in the near future.